Namaskaram, Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter. 8th chapter, slokas 1 and 2. So 8th chapter, it's a continuation. It's a continuation and elaboration of the concluding words. The words uttered by Bhagavan in the previous chapters, especially in sloka 29 and 30. So this chapter takes up the question of life of the three classes of devotees, their modes of life, the last stages of their contemplation of God before the end of their life. Arjuna seeks explanation. Because he had doubts, so he is requesting Bhagavan to explain the 6 technical terms what Bhagavan mentioned in the previous chapter. Bhagavan explains from the next sloka. The words which were mentioned by Bhagavan are Adhyatmam, Brahmam and Karma. So here Arjuna asks Kaivalyarthi. What do the Kaivalyarthis to know? And Bhagavan mentioned they should know Adhyatmam, Brahmam and Karmam. What are they? So he is asking for the explanation. Then Aishwaryarthi. What should they know? Bhagavan mentioned they should know Adibhutam and Adidevam. So here Arjuna is asking what are they? Then Bhagavan mentioned Adiyajnam. And when he mentioned Adiyajnam, he said Adiyajnam is for all the three because Bhagavan classified the devotees. The devotees who are for wealth, Aishwaryarthi. Devotees who are for attaining the stage of Atma, that is Kaivalyarthi. Then those who want to attain Bhagavan, so they are Bhagavalya Prarthi. And the stages of devotees are graded here. So we should elevate ourselves. That is what we are going to learn from this chapter. How to elevate ourselves. It is not enough if we are happy with the wealth. It is not enough if we are happy with the state of Atma, because Atma, the Kaivalyarthi, they do not aspire to go up, that is go to Bhagavan's abode, or they come down to earth. So Bhagavan says, what should be the next one? So the next one is only reaching Bhagavan, being with Bhagavan and doing Kainkaryam to him. So here we find this upgradation or the classification, how it has been graded by Bhagavan. So Bhagavan mentions that. So what are the things to be learnt by or understood by Kaivalyarthi, those who are aspiring for wealth, that is Aishwaryarthi, and those who would like to be in the state of Atma, what should they know? And what all these three categories should know. So that is what these Adhyatmam, Brahmam, Karmam, Adibhutam, Adidaivam and Adiyajnam were mentioned by Bhagavan. So in the first sloka, Arjuna asked, what is that Brahman? What is Adhyatma? What is Karma? What is said to be Adibhuta? So Supreme Person, Purushottama, that is Purushottama, the one who is the superior of all the males. So who is said to be Adideva? So this is the question asked by Arjuna in the first sloka. Then in the next sloka, second sloka, Arjuna is asking, who is Adiyajnan in this body? And how we see the Adiyajna? So he is asking, O Krishna, Purushottama, and how are you to be known at the time of death by the self-control? All these people are self-control people. How will they realize you? What should they do at the time of hour of death? How will they realize you? Then what is expected from them? So the Bhagavan explains here. So what are that Brahman, Adhyatma and Karma which have been mentioned in what should be known by those who aspire for release from old age and death while they take refuge with the Lord. What are Adibhuta and Adideva which should be known by the aspirants of wealth? Who is Adiyajna? That is to be known by all the three categories of devotees at the time of death. So in what manner are you to be known by these three groups who are self-controlled? So that is a question. How will they realize? How will they know you? So Arjuna is asking that explanation from Bhagavan. So these two slokas are in the form of questions by Arjuna. And because Bhagavan has introduced these terms and he has said the three categories of people who are the ones who should know what and what is to be known by all the three at the to realize Bhagavan at the time of that is to realize Bhagavan by particular way at the time of death. So that explanation is given in this chapter, and from next sloka Bhagavan will be explaining that. Alvars, they were not for wealth, they were not for that Kaivalyarti, they were not Kaivalyartis, they were always, they wanted to be, they prayed for being with Bhagavan only. So Bhagavalya Prati, that is what all their pasurams talk about that only. They convey the message of how to reach Bhagavan, and they want the devotees to get into that only, not in the first and second stage. Go to the topmost stage, be with them. So here we see the Pasuram by Poigai Bhudathalvar in Irandam Tiruvandadi. So in this we find the Pasuram. There are so many Pasurams. Here we find 100 Pasurams, but one of the Pasurams which is relevant to this is Pandu Perum Padiyai Yaki Padipavam Kundu Ingu Valvare Kurade Yen Disayum Per Tagaram Nangudayan Perodi Pedegal Tagaramin Tirindu. So this is the Pasuram. So in this Pasuram he explains, O ignorant. So he is referring the people that because we don't know what is eternal, what is true, what is reality. So he says, O ignorant ones, do not praise the people of the world who perform many evil deeds, increasing their karma. You recite the names of the Lord who grew the sky. So he is bringing out the glory of Bhagavan, who grew to the sky and whose hands are extended in all directions. You find him in all directions. You wander as sages and go to all temples where he stays. Worship him and become faultless. So that is a qualification to attain Bhagavan. So this is what given by Alvar in this Pasuram. So he is giving us the way how to, because Bhagavan said they are also Kaivalyarti is also my devotee, Aishwaryati is also my devotee. Though the purpose for what they are praying may differ, that is the fruit of actions, what they expect may differ, but they all approach me, they all worship me, so they are my devotees. But Alvar, they all the Alvars, they want us to be the Bhagavalya Prati. You set the goal to reach moksha. That should be the only goal for us. Don't expect anything else. So that is what here Bhagavan Alvar has said. You try to understand the glories of Bhagavan. You talk about the glories. You chant his names. And don't praise the people who are living on the earth. That is not work. You don't. Only God should be praised. That is how Alvars, they all did. How Tirumeshwari Alvar, he refused to sing in praise of king, and his disciple also did the same thing, and both were sent out. The disciple was asked to go out of the kingdom. The Acharyan also followed, that is Alvar also followed, and Bhagavan also followed them. So all the three went off. Then king realized the mistake and he apologized for what he did. Then Alvar asked Bhagavan, okay, we will go back. You also come up. You take your bed. The bed is Adiseshan. You will go back to Kachi. That is Kanchi. Bhagavan followed. That is why he is Chonnavannam say the Perumal. So this is what the bhakti. And Perumal loves. So Alva, they all sang only in praise of Bhagavan. Not a human, not a king. So here we should aim for only moksha. Instead of that, we all pray, but what do we expect from the prayer? What do we ask Bhagavan to grant us? So the grant should be only moksha. That is what all the Alvars conveyed through their pasurams. So let's follow that, because when you are aiming at moksha, you are not doing any selfish acts. You are not for material. So naturally, what we saw in the previous chapter, in the previous sloka, that is last sloka of last chapter, when you are not for material life, you are a good human being, because you do not have any evil thoughts. That is what here the Alvar also said. The Alvar, that is who sang the songs which are in the Irandam Tiruvandadi, Bhudatta Alvar. Bhudatta Alvar said, don't praise people and don't perform evil, because the people are performing evil acts. Don't increase your karma. Instead, you recite the names of Bhagavan only. He is there everywhere. He is the one who protects. That is why he referred, oh ignorant ones. So those who do not follow this are ignorant ones as per Alvar. So let's follow that and lead a good life, and let us be a good human being and be a good devotee.